Fallon vs. Kimmel. Who's really the richest Jimmy in late night? Most weeknights, there are many people who watch Jimmy Kimmel Live, or The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. As a result, lots of Jimmy Fallon's fans have seen him being mocked by Steve Martin and Martin Short, and they have opinions about whether he is one of the best talk show hosts. Similarly, lots of people care enough about Jimmy Kimmel to know who his wife and kids are. Many of those same fans have watched Jimmy Kimmel's comments about Jay Leno. With fans picking sides, Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel have often been compared, with observers wanting to know whose show was better to work on. With that in mind, it makes perfect sense that there is a lot of interest in whether Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon is the wealthiest late-night talk show Jimmy. Jimmy Fallon reportedly is richer than Jimmy Kimmel. In the current late-night talk show landscape, there are two hosts that can be compared for obvious reasons. Since they share the same first name, it only makes sense to compare Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon in a variety of ways. Jimmy Kimmel began hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live, and he has continued to work on that talk show ever since. Between 2009 and 2014, Jimmy Fallon hosted Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. Once that show came to an end, Jimmy Fallon began hosting The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon in 2014, and he continues to be at the helm of that show as of January 2025. Considering Jimmy Kimmel became a talk show host first, some may have assumed he is the richer late-night Jimmy. However, according to reports, Jimmy Fallon is richer than Jimmy Kimmel is. Of course, it has to be noted that reports about famous people's net worth are only general estimates of their financial picture. That said, it can be fascinating to compare these estimates, especially when they are from more credible sources. Collider's Best Modern Late-Night Hosts. James Corden. Number 10. Taylor Tomlinson. Number 9. Chelsea Handler. Number 8. Conan O'Brien. Number 7. Jimmy Fallon. Number 6. Andy Cohen. Number 5. Jimmy Kimmel. Number 4. Seth Meyers. Number 3. John Oliver. Number 2. Stephen Colbert. Number 1. One example of how fascinating net worth estimates can be is comparing Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. After all, it is really interesting to look at how much larger Jimmy Fallon's estimated net worth is than Jimmy Kimmel's. How rich is Jimmy Fallon? According to reports, in August 2023, Hello Magazine published an article that listed the net worth of the most famous late-night talk show hosts. That article revealed how impressive Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel's personal fortunes reportedly are. For example, that article stated that Jimmy Fallon had a $60 million net worth.